Daniel Yoder of USA 4. An hour in heaven. Last night an angel asked if I would be willing to spend an hour in heaven. I politely said yes. As the angel was showing me around, we walked into a large room filled with angels. The angel stopped in front of the first group of other angels and said, "This is the receiving area. Here, all prayers and petitions to God are received." As I looked around this area, it was very busy, with angels gliding to and fro about the room. They were sorting out the prayers and petitions from all the Christians on earth. The volumes were so large and numerous that I could never imagine God hearing them, let alone answering all of them. From there we moved down a long hallway until we finally reached another room. The angel spoke to me saying, "This is the packaging and delivery room. Here, the graces and blessings asked for by Christians are processed and delivered to the children of God who asked and deserved them." Once again I noticed how busy these angels were. They were working hard and singing praise unto God. I saw that God was answering blessing after blessing, and the angels were flying to and fro from heaven to the earth and back again by the millions. We finally reached the farthest part of the long hallway. When we stopped, we were at a very small station. To my great surprise, only one angel was seated there, idly doing nothing. "This is the acknowledgement area," the angel admitted to me. He seemed quite embarrassed when I asked him, "Why is there no work going on here?" "This is a sad situation for us angels," the angel answered. "You see, after the Christians receive their blessings that they have prayed for, very few send back a thank you and hardly ever acknowledge that God has answered their prayers or petitions." I asked the angel, "How does one go about acknowledging God's blessings?" "Simple," replied the angel, "you thank Him. You just thank God." "What blessings should we acknowledge?" I asked. The angel stared at me for a moment, then he spoke, "If you have food in the refrigerator, clothes on your back, a roof over your head and a place to sleep, you are richer than 80% of the world. If you have money in the bank, in your wallet, and spare change in a dish, you are among the top 8% of the world's wealthiest. If you woke up the morning with more health than illness, you are more blessed than those who will not even survive this day, and will spend eternity in hell. If you have never experienced the fear of battle, the loneliness of imprisonment, the agony of torture, or the pangs of starvation, you are ahead of 700 million people in the world. If you can attend a prayer meeting without fear of harassment, arrest, torture or death, you are envied by, and more blessed than, 3 billion people in the world. If your parents are still alive and still married, you are very rare. If you can hold your head up and smile, you are not the norm, you're unique from those in doubt and despair." As the angel led me back to earth, one last word was spoken. The lost and dying world has given more and has shown more love than all the churches put together. The Christians and the churches only want to be blessed, and they never pay or repay blessing to other Christians. They fight amongst themselves, backbite, gossip, slander, and lie about each other. They only want to take and receive. They cry out, "Give to me," and give to build a new sanctuary, a new dining hall, a monument to honor one of them, a plaque saying how giving they are. So how can they pay God a blessing, if they can't pay each other one without receiving a pat on the back? Why won't they pay an evangelist to work the streets of the world? Instead, evangelists have to go and beg at different churches just to survive and fulfill their calling. A lot of angels don't even want to take the blessings to earth anymore. We only do it to obey God. The Christians keep telling each other, "The Lord is returning soon," and still live a worldly life. All of us angels have asked God why the Christians continue to build large sanctuaries, putting the members in more debt if Jesus is coming soon. Again, if the Christians would help the Street evangelists, more humans would be saved and not spend eternity in hell. Why aren't Christians each one more concerned to share the gospel with those around them so that these people won't go to hell? This has left me with a lot to think about. I can say for myself I'm guilty of not thanking God enough. How about you? I don't want to leave a legacy to myself. I want God to have the glory, not me. Source: HarvestWarriors.com